We're live now, aren't we, fucker? Ah, God. I can't wait to see what we do. I can't wait to see what we do for the 100th episode. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another fantastic orgasmic edition of No Bucks Given right here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel and the Horny Goat Podcast Network, where you listen to us on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, whatever the fuck they call themselves now, and all that fun jazz. It's the show where we talk about everything and anything going on in the world that we see fucking fit. And we are glad for you to come along with the ride, or whatever ride fucking JP's on this evening. But anyway, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. We got the whole crew as always. Yes, and me, I'm Connor. I've got with me the power couple, JP and Heather. How you guys doing?
He's doing better than I am.
But to say, I think it's the first time Heather answered before JP ever did when I asked how they're doing.
I'm kicking it.
Kicking what now?
I'm going full ball. I'm shaving it all off.
Haven't you done that before?
Entire body.
Nope.
No, he's gone to the crew cut stage.
I'm gonna be
completely.
Yep. I'm going.
What do you? What
you should Mr. Clean it and just
hold on.
Get rid of all hair all over your entire body.
You're putting your
what I'm doing.
You're putting your hand over your head like there's something to go through.
There is.
There's hair there.
No, I know, but you're making it like it's almost like flowing locks. Ah, the Fabio cut. I see how it is. And we also basement with us. How you doing, basement?
Good.
Well, all right.
Sounds about right. I want to thank all the cool cats and kittens joining us in the live chat as well. I see Heistman popped in for a hot second. What's up, Heistman? We got Alpha. We got Federico Cody joining us in the Chizat. Thank you all for tuning in as always. You can hit that like button so that way you can let us know that you're liking what you're hearing and seeing. Couple real quick thing I wanted to just mention again because I know we get different audiences for different things. But congratulations to all of us because the channel has now been made into the partnership program. After how long has this channel been in existence for? Because I know Basement, you set this up, right?
Yeah, I did.
you sound so ashamed.
It's been a long time. I don't know how long. What has it been? 2-3 years? It's more than a year. It's a couple of years.
It's been a couple of years.
Getting close to 3, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do.
There's a lot of things you don't know about right now, JP. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt on a lot of stuff right now. But no, it's a huge milestone. YouTube did change some of the requirements, mainly the subscriber count. Thank God, to enable partnerships. So what that means is that we can actually start doing some different things like memberships. You might be able to see that super chats are enabled on this stream if you guys want to. Again, not obligated, and we're not going to like pound press it into you guys.
Do it.
You know,
no.
to donate, but if you want to, it's up there. It's optional. It's optional. We will obviously read those on the stream too. But we have we're going to talk some ideas about other ways we're going to do some cool things like memberships, perks, interactivity, and all that fun jazz with all different streams, content, all that fun stuff. But it's been a long time coming. Congratulations, guys! You finally fucking did it.
I'm finally a partner.
You're a partner.
It's okay.
Calm down. Okay.
Everyone fucking calm down, all right? Jesus Christ.
It's good.
No, I mean I don't want to speak on everybody else, but we're doing this just for fun. You know, it's mostly just like having a good time and yeah, I'm trying to chill, all right? What's that, Heather?
Hanging out with our friends.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much how it goes. Oh, we might actually be able to get some shirts too, which is going to be another.
You might get a shirt.
Yeah, I have an idea for a JP shirt that I really want to do.
A shirt, I really do.
I want a JP's head and an arrow pointing down on the shirt saying, "Here's the thing." That's the one I want. Because I think that would be a perfect. That would be a perfect.
I want a shirt that says "Mistakes were made" and have it in youth size.
For who, Heather? For whom do you want that shirt? For anyone who's under 18.
Were made and have it in children's size.
Mistakes are all. People need to get over the mistakes we make.
What the fuck is this speech coming from? Heather just comes up with an idea for a shirt. You're like, people gets up on his podium.
I find that your T-shirt idea is humorous, and it is very funny.
He should carry around a soapbox with him.
You do.
I'm surprised he does. Yeah, I'm surprised he does it already. He just like comes out there like, I see what you're doing with the shirt being mistakes are made, but here's the thing. That was the wrong button.
It's all right. I fucking
Sure.
yeah,
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were never made. Mistakes were never made, man. That's all. When it comes to that.
Comes to that?
Children.
Why didn't you write for Martin Luther King? I really don't know why you didn't write his.
Justifying this, although her comment is funny, and I think it's very fucking funny. Mistakes were made is not a thing to me. I do things on purpose.
Even mistakes.
Even
Rest in peace, the joke.
I'm gonna fuck this up tonight.
Oh God! All right, we got quite a bit to talk about here. Of course, you guys will join us in the conversation in the chat as well. I have not done any fucking research on any of the stuff that we're talking about. Thank God, because I haven't. I am in tremendous pain because I'm a fucking idiot not putting on sunscreen, and I am burnt from the neck down. And I can't, I literally just went to stretch my arms just now, and it fucking hurts. It hurts, and I hate myself for being so fucking stupid. But some could say that
I'm kind of retarded,
which makes sense. That's why it happens. So it just a little bit. That's a needs to be a bigger gap there.
I had grandkids here all weekend. That's what we did. It's just been a long weekend here. I mean, I hear you. Put your bitchin'.
And Brad Pitt taking a fucking
that sentence just went fucking so many different directions in terms of tone.
Up, down, down.
Up, down, down. All right. Let's see what happened here. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I didn't do it.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? I'm trying to read the fucking topics as you can list around. And
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Greta Thunberg got cuffed up during a protest.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time.
But I was reading the description. I was reading the description of the episode. It just says acclaimed child activist and child. Semicolon.
Meaning
stop.
Child activist. Fuck it, man.
It's like 14 2 years ago. It's goddamn 20 fucking years old now. It's been 6 years.
What was the protest?
Climate change.
Climate change.
What else is it going to be?
She's a climate change.
She's a climate change.
I'm a walking climate change right now. I'm fucking.
I mean, I find it absolutely hilariously funny.
I thought it was illegal to make your kids work. This bitch has been doing it for fucking 8 years. She out the womb. She's like, something's wrong with the weather.
Oh my God, this bitch. Okay, I had to look up who it was for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, because I thought this was. Hold on, let me look up.
Did you think it was Matilda?
No, I thought it was Greta Gerwig.
Oh God.
Who is the director of the Barbie movie that's coming out this month? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I
was reading it, and then I went to the article, and she apparently.
Is there ever a picture of her fucking smiling?
Not unless it's sunny days.
She's showing her true colors by not walking with police, but you can fucking drag me.
I'm pretty sure this was like a fucking stunt, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
What's the worst that's gonna happen to her? Why doesn't she go? Like this fucking bitch needs to go to like the slums of the universe and speak to them. You stole my childhood. Meanwhile, there's fucking kids in the middle of China putting together boots for 10 cents a year.
15. They've increased it. Minimum wage went up.
Yep. The ones she's yelling at the wrong people.
Why doesn't she yell at? Go to Justin Trudeau's fucking mansion. Yell at his ass. The guy's constantly on a private jet.
Well, it's not just him. Actually, the leading pollutants in the world are fucking Japan.
China.
Because of their factories.
Hold on. I just found an article I was looking for. 32 Greta Thunberg quotes to inspire climate action. Oh, holy shit.
You're doing it wrong. That's
wrong.
That's the only thing she says.
Mistakes were made by the church.
It's the name of her book.
It's from China. You must take action. You must do the impossible because giving up is never an option.
Okay. What is that?
What does that even mean?
The thing about this girl, and all of these are going to be the same, because
I know, that's why I'm
all,
reading.
all she does is say, "Do something." What should we do, Greta? Lay out the framework for it. Don't make as much garbage. How are you going to do that, Greta?
Children, you say that you love your children above everything else, and yet you are stealing their future.
Yeah.
Being young is a great advantage since we see the world from a new perspective, and we are not afraid to make radical change.
Don't you realize that everybody was young at some point in time? You dumb bitch.
But if I was to fucking do this, I could just see my mom.
Oh my god, I would love
get fucking clothesline.
If you at your age now got a fucking wig with the fucking pigtails and went out for climate change and did exactly what she did, you'd be fucking destroyed.
Yeah, it would be.
When haters go,
people don't want to hear that shit.
When haters go after your looks and differences, it means they have nowhere left to go. Then you know you're winning.
What is she, Charlie Sheen?
It is our future on the line, and we must at least have a say in it.
I feel like this is. She might as well be a fortune cookie.
Yes.
There's longer ones. I'm reading the short ones. Jesus. No, I'm not reading those ones. Fuck that. We don't have time for that shit.
I get the idea of being a proponent for climate change or climate activism. I get that. But don't just come to the fucking table and be like, do better. And then walk away with your head held high. Like,
she reminds me of the spoiled child from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Don't care how I want it now.
The one who wanted the fucking goose egg. By the way, hold on. One last quote from her.
Acknowledge me.
She reminds me of fucking.
I forgot I did that the other night. I'm so proud of myself.
She reminds me of Captain America and Captain America and
shut your
Bucky
damn mouth.
Shitfest at the end where he's like, "Do better, politicians."
Yeah.
Then he walks away.
Oh, you mean yeah, yeah.
Like, whatever. Like, she just walks into a room and goes,
acknowledge,
and then that's
Then she hops on her $100 million yacht and swims home.
And she takes her own private jets everywhere. So there, Miss Thornburg, you are part of the problem now, bitch.
No, if she really wants to go for climate activism, she should walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Bet you can't walk the ocean. Good luck.
She'll swim it.
Walk the ocean. She just puts a leash on it. I can't.
It's the last we saw of Greta.
She's gonna be riding a raft.
So
Good luck.
No, because that's plastic. That's polluting the ocean.
Yeah.
Not wood.
That's still polluting the ocean.
Anyway, speaking of polluting, let's talk about the cocaine mystery in the White House.
Oh my god, it's been in 6 different rooms.
So
the only problem that I have with this whole thing is how in the fuck did it get in the White House in the first place?
So first off, we all know the answer is Hunter.
I think it's always been there.
Second, I have to just stress how much like my feeds on various social medias have switched memes from the sub now over to this, which I was very, very happy about.
I wish I had time to do like a mock-up of Cocaine Bear. It was Joe Biden with all the fucking cocaine exploding off of it.
Oh my god.
Give me a minute. I'm sure someone already made one.
I looked a little bit and then I gave up.
Here's the thing.
Oh god.
My only issue with this is how did it get in the White House? I know how it got in the White House.
Through the front door.
On my feed, people saying, "Oh, well, Biden didn't," it's everything, whatever. It doesn't matter how it got in there. It shouldn't have gotten in there. Do they not have people that search them when they come in?
Not when it's the Biden family.
This is the problem. Think about where this guy lives, what he has access to, and I'm not talking about him snorting the coke here. I'm talking about him allowing people to come in to a building with cocaine. whether he allowed it or unknowingly allowed it. He is the president of the United States. He can hire a fucking security guard to stand at the entrance of the fucking door and search. You will not get... I don't think people understand the gravity of the situation. It's like
let's go get it.
well, they're not going to steal secrets, but the point is, cocaine gets in there. What's next?
Because if cocaine get in there, what can get out of there? You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
exactly.
Joe can get out of there.
It's also not the first time that something or someone who did not belong there got into the White House. If we
I knew it had something behind.
Obama's presidency.
I think both sides.
God.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
If we remember during Obama's presidency, during one of the senator dinners he gave or held, a married couple who was not invited or cleared on any security lists crashed the White House and showed up at this party.
I might have snuck in.
The thing is anybody actually surprised? Because I wouldn't trust Joe Biden to dress himself.
No.
So
walk up a flight of stairs.
He's gonna go from the White House to the fucking to hospice care.
Both sides make this. I'm sorry, Connor. Both sides make this go to the extreme. Oh, Biden's a nice guy. He wouldn't
Politics.
Okay, he may fucking be. I don't fucking care. He's the president of the United States. He has the right. If somebody gets into that building with cocaine,
yeah,
they seriously have a fucking problem.
A major security issue.
Right.
Who is letting this? And I'm not saying that he did. Both sides are fucking taking this. The right is like, oh, the president allows cocaine, and it's Hunter Biden because I don't care.
They evacuated him as soon as they found it. They got him the fuck out of there.
Right. Correct. My point is not getting it in there is the problem. I don't give a fuck who the president is. If this happened during, I would say that if this happened during any other presidency, I would say the same thing.
Well, remember
This is the problem with our society today. They want to fucking
They want a scapegoat right away.
Yes.
Well, remember a couple weeks ago, some kid wandered into the White House lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just and they sniped him, so they took care of it.
Security detail. Oh, right. They have to be up Biden's ass to make sure he goes where he needs to fucking go throughout the fucking day.
It makes me giggle.
I don't care who the president is.
5-year-old on the tarmac, take him down.
Yeah, I don't care who the president is. You don't allow this shit to happen, man.
Right. So it boils.
I don't care whose side you're on.
It boils down to whether or not it's either ignorance or deliberation, right? Because it's either it was on purpose or it wasn't. And I've heard the story change so many fucking times. From originally where it was found outside, then it was found inside the White House, and someone said, "Oh, it was a pub."
It seems to be moving around all over the fucking place.
It's like a game of Clue. Now,
and you're just following.
Well, the last I heard was the latest update I heard was, oh no, it was in a public area, so maybe somebody from a tour could have brought it in, and then no, it was in
it was an area where everybody that goes into the situation room puts their fucking cell phones.
Right, so it's
okay. So if they're in there has to be a secured cell phone. You can go in there with a cell phone, but it has to be a secured cell phone.
No, but I just don't get. That's what they're saying now that the cocaine was found
the bottom
with those cell phones.
Yeah, the bottom line is that was an area that was not meant that is not available to the public.
Well,
so that means either someone in the inner circle, either jokes all aside, Hunter or
yes, I heard that story. I heard Hunter brought. I had to itch a belly button there.
You didn't even touch your belly button.
I'm doing this, my belly button.
Oh, I just saw you lift your shirt up and then you just and then
like this, scratch my belly button. All right, so back to what I was saying.
What was I saying?
If you get me on the right path.
There's no getting you on the right path.
Oh, the stories. I've heard that Hunter Biden brought it in.
And then it was
I
in
heard-
the library.
I
and it
heard,
was
and
commonly seen
then I
working.
also heard from the other side that the one of the ones that was found in a cubby hole where everybody takes their stuff before they come in the White House. Well, which side did it come from? The side. This is the problem. They're not giving us enough fucking information.
The truth of the matter is just like highlights the corruption of like government, because what they should have done is when this shit story leaked, they should have just come out and said this is where it was found, instead of now like backpedaling or having fucking every news agency be like it's here, it's there, it's everywhere. Like
Yeah.
take control of the situation. You're the government. Don't fucking let the media control your populace. Obviously it happens, but
cocaine clown.
We were very so like on issues like this during when the news really
Was unbiased.
was unbiased. They would actually investigate and make sure that this, asking the right questions. That's how you're a good journalist. You're asking questions. Back in the 80s, we would have known what it was, where it was, why it was.
You know why a big part of that changed? We're now in a clickbait era.
Exactly.
Yeah, so people care about getting the clicks, which realistically is getting people's eyeballs on the product, and ergo
Have one
getting viewership.
our report, and okay, that's it. Run it. Get the news out there fast. We want to get all the news. We want to get all the views first.
This is why we have 24-hour news. We'll give them their feed, and then they can talk about it for the next fucking 24 hours. Same fucking story over. Oh, they added a sentence. So now what's happening? It's just so dumb.
Just in Biden shits himself. How does this add into the 24-hour cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, basically, you were saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
I think you were gonna try. I think you were trying to interject like 7 times.
Angry. I find fun both sides of this. The way that they're trying to tell us the news is just laughable to me. Both sides.
I think Kamala Harris is still jiggling her keys on the White House front lawn, trying to distract people. But I think it's
just like if you're like in my mind, if you're like governing body, you need to take control of the situation. Recognize the power media has and come out as like and identify and say this is what is happening, because they're gonna go everywhere with it, and they obviously have. It's fucking that cocaine has traveled around the fucking universe 12 times.
Have they done an official press release yet about this whole thing?
No, not that I know of.
That's bad. That's bad, especially with the way this is blown up. That's fucking bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
I haven't heard one word from the White House.
I know it's trivial to an extent. It's like, all right, cool. They found drugs in the White House. Like I hate to say it, but like bigger. People are gonna forget about this in 2 fucking months. But the fact that like they haven't nipped this in the bud is not a good sign in terms of just like coming out and be like, hey, Hunter comes out. Why is his nose itchy?
Did you see that video clip of him up on the balcony with his
Yep.
Joe?
I've seen much more of fucking Hunter Biden than I ever want to see in my entire life.
No shit.
They were out enjoying some sort of event that was going on in front of the White House or by the White House, and he was sweating bullets. He was jittery. I mean, he could not stand still for more than 2 seconds.
I don't think he had. I think he was born this way.
I'm beautiful in the way. I just did lots of cocaine. I got on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
He looks the same in every fucking picture. Either he's high or he isn't. I don't know. But the ones that I've seen him high, he looks like the same person when he's not. It's fucking great. It's like you can tell that this guy is either on something or
he's a good drug addict. Hate to say it that way, but
into it or is ignoring it. I just this whole thing. I swear to God,
not anymore.
It's funny to me because they did this 4 years ago. Same thing. They were telling stories about fucking what's his little fucking nuts. Trump's Barron. They were doing the same thing to Barron. So imagine this. Hunter is Barron from 2016. How's that working for you, America? I mean, think about it.
The difference is Barron. The thing is, Barron Trump is now fucking 6'6" and can whoop anybody's ass.
My point is why the last 2 presidents we have had
Yep.
Their sons became the center of attention throughout
Yeah.
at least. You know what I mean? Did you
Yep.
get what I'm saying? It was just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is so stupid. No, I'm not disappointed because
I'm kind of retarded.
Emotional damage.
no.
What?
That's how I feel, man. I'm 50.
That was a like
I
weird
never-
ending today.
We just celebrated our nation's independence. And all we can do is sit here and talk about whose son is worse or which president was better.
There was
It's like, good God.
sorry when you said like I'm 50, it just reminded me there was this one time a George Carlin bit where he went on this like long tirade. He goes, "I don't know have an ending for this joke, so I take a simple bow," and he just bowed, and that was the end of the segment. And that's what that reminded me of.
I mean, Independence Day, I'm sitting here reading Twitter, and I am like,
Kill me
and
now.
I'm like, they're just like, my president is better. No, Donald Trump wore a red hat. Well, no
I
shit,
just like
dumbass.
I hate I hate how the world is AEW versus WWE in everything.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like this
You're not wrong.
tribalism. Fucking my gang is the true ones.
What
We
camp
are
you in?
right. Yeah.
Are you
But-
Pepsi or Coke? Fuck off.
I am Camp Auschwitz.
I'm Chef. I'm Tab Cola. Oh my god.
It just,
I just pictured JP in like baggy red, white, and blue pants with America flag suspenders, with an Uncle Sam beard and a giant Uncle Sam hat, sitting miserably looking at Twitter on 4th of July, holding a sparkler, going like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, this,
oh, just like
it's
that.
not what we used to be. It's sad.
It's not. But we are not celebrating our nation's,
No,
independence.
nobody fucking saying the fact of the matter is like this happened on Canada Day here too. Nobody cares. Nobody's saying anything. It's all like something else, someone else's holiday from a foreign country, or it's let's celebrate fucking hating everyone on Twitter.
Fucking, it's just, oh my god, just like that fucking woman with that. I shared it. The woman that fucking sang the national anthem, but it wasn't the national anthem. Have you seen
Did a
that
re-
one?
re- re- remix.
She did a remix of it. She said a lot of things, but
God,
a lot
wait.
of nothing.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but is the remix her singing it live?
No, she
is singing it
changed
live,
the
yes.
words. She changed the words to the whole song.
That
I'm just
wasn't the question.
Wait, you mean what I'm asking is she like fucking live beatboxing on microphone like, "Oh,
No.
say can you see
She was doing that. But no, she wasn't. She did. She
by the dawn's early light.
Nope, she just sang the song.
Okay.
But there were lyrics of this is this world is not for you, colored child.
What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
Yeah.
Go. I don't know if we can play it, but just listen to it.
Was it Hitler?
Where did you share it?
I think I put it in No Bucks Given.
Let me see.
You can share.
I had plans of watching it before we started, but then I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
If you can
Yeah,
play
The
it,
lyrics
I
that
think
she
it's
fucking
copyrighted.
the last one she did was the home of the slave.
It just isn't. She said a whole
That's
lot.
Africa.
Bless.
Now you gotta press the reins.
With rains.
Well, I mean,
Oh, wait, I
no,
think-
the slaves were sold and brought from Africa. Wouldn't their home be Africa?
Is it Jill Scott?
I believe so.
Oh god.
I think I'm watching it now.
Where I can't watch it because I just can't hear it.
Is it an African American? It's in
Yes.
the what the fuck movie.
It was shared from Graham Allen.
Yeah.
Where is it being played?
I don't know where
Hold on.
she's singing it, but she's definitely somewhere live on
Oh,
stage.
say can you see?
Essence Fest.
The hell?
No, Aaron, that's not the actual.
Blood in the
Oh,
streets.
Jesus. Okay. By the blood in the streets? Okay.
That's a meme. Aaron, just calm down. Right? She says a lot of things, but a whole lot of nothing.
I stopped
What?
listening
Oh
after
God,
I'm
yeah.
listening to the whole thing.
When the blood in the streets, this place doesn't smile on you, colored child.
Child. Oh my God.
Yeah. I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck?
that. It gets worse.
I just
from
can't. I
there.
can't. I just hate people.
If you hate people too, make sure you hit that super chat.
It's like they take this. They pick what they want from history and make it way bigger than anything on this planet ever. And they're like, this is the whole reason everything in my world exists, and therefore this is where my heart is. If you want to look at history that way, then you're an idiot. Because history goes for a very long fucking time. Terrible things happen throughout history. Terrible things happen to people all over the fucking planet, of every color, every race, every height, every weight. It doesn't matter. Don't be a dumb bitch. That's the end of my sentence.
Take a simple bow.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I can't. I turned
I
it off.
can't. And it's fucking it's so full of
Ugh.
virtual signaling, like
Yeah,
the
that
like
virtue signaling garbage.
Virtue signaling, absolutely.
It's turning something that is for nation's pride into this is what I believe, and this is where I believe my nation's failed. Me specifically. Now I'm going to sing it to everybody.
I don't like when this becomes a person's personality. You know what I mean? Like when it's like
they have no
fine
personality. That's why.
Right. Well, yeah, it's fine to have opinions and beliefs and strong like feelings or opinions or beliefs towards certain things. That's all well and good. It's one of the reasons that this country is so great. Sorry, basement. But when fucking they take it too far to the point where it becomes everything that they are all about.
Well, it's same like Greta Thunberg.
Yeah. Yes.
But when when your entire being is this thing you stand for, and you forget about everything else that life has to offer, you become insufferable to be around.
You don't become a human being.
No, you become a fucking billboard,
a walking bag of carbon.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't stand that. And it's also like this specifically. Climate change is one thing, and that to me, that's fine. Activism is fine with that. This specifically is insulting.
Yeah.
for a lot of people, for a whole nation, first of all, and a lot of people that fought for that fucking. All you're doing is pinpointing the horrors of the past, not anything else. I hate it.
People died for what people don't understand is literal soldiers died to free a lot of people
to have the freedom to say those things.
It's funny because I use the phrase freedom is not free, and it's not. I'm not free. I have to pay for everything. I paid for it up into my life. I don't know what people don't understand about these things. Every time a police officer steps on the street, same thing. He has the same idea. Not everybody is bad.
No, but a lot of people with that.
I don't understand. They take one or two things. I remember when I was growing up, you would see this, and then it would come off the news. They just wanted to make a note of it. Now it's the center of every fucking news story is either this or Joe Biden.
This is the problem. It's the way, like, it's actually the way brainwashing works. And it's the way people get turned into this type of woman that's singing the national anthem. Somebody that didn't exist during the time that any of this shit happened, yet is a figurehead for something that no longer exists. Because she believes, deep down in her heart, she has to believe that today's world is almost the exact same as back then in the days of slavery, specifically for people of color.
Yeah,
there are people out there that actually believe that.
Because it's fucking everywhere you go, you look. It like the media is fucking putting, black people being killed by cops, black people being hated by these people, Black Lives Matter. It's like if you're told everywhere you look that you are a fucking victim, you're gonna grow up thinking, I don't want to be victimized.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's a failure of the system. Well, she's a failure of herself, really, because she's too stupid to get away from it. You can still have these thoughts, but to make them like Connor said, to make them your everything, it's like what you don't deserve the life you've been given.
On top of that,
He's saying that with passion. I'm telling you.
on top of that, people tend to take things so far too that the message gets lost and muffled and sometimes reversed. She could have a very valid point about what she's trying to convey, and just in that, and same thing with Greta. But the way that it's executed thinks that like, oh, I'm not even like the whole idea of like, oh, I'm not going to be a hero, but I'm doing the right thing. It's not even about that. It's more just like you're going to be an annoying fucking pain in the ass.
Honestly, it's super selfish because she's looking to get her name in the headlines because of this shit. It's a publicity stunt, or else she wouldn't use the national anthem for it. And that's the only way she's going to get her fucking shit ever heard, because she's like this. She's clickbaiting the fucking universe to be like, hey, look what I did. Any press is good press.
I can do.
Buy tickets to my next concert.
No.
Mm.
I already did basement. That's for your birthday, so sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just don't. I grow up, people.
Yeah.
Good God.
I'm not a fan of anybody using, changing the words of the national anthem for selfish gains. It's disgusting behavior.
Agreed.
Unless the law tells me that the national anthem, and I don't even understand how that became a thing.
Well, we've been changing the national anthem over here every fucking year for some reason.
I don't care. I don't care. Just tell me what I'm, and this is going to sound stupid. This is the military coming at me, that I have to stand attention to. And I only do it because I respect that fucking flag that I defended. It stands for everything that this country is, and not just the good things. It's the bad things too, people. People don't seem to fucking understand it. They just want to believe what they want to fucking believe or read.
People also forgot, I think, that like when you're so like into your own whatever belief you might have that you feel very strongly for, you might end up doing terrible things, not knowing you're doing terrible things to promote something you think is the right thing. And that's why history is so important. Learn, don't erase.
Correct.
Right there with the alpha too. On he just said this type of shit pisses him off to no end.
It pisses me off too, but it's.
But you saying that, basement, she also mentioned that in the song. And it's like, wait a second, wasn't it your kind that was so pissed off about Nancy Green being a character that was so incredibly racist, so she needed to be removed?
Who's Nancy
So there,
Green?
Aunt Jemima.
That whole thing was ridiculous.
It's your own fault that your history is being fucking erased.
She doesn't know. She's actually trying to erase history and make a new one, is what she's doing. That's all she's doing. That's what she thinks she's doing. I really think that's what she thinks she's doing.
I think she might be just dumb as a stump.
That too.
But it's like, all I just want is just, good God, man. People need to grow the fuck up.
Speaking of being erased, apparently Roman Reigns got banned from TikTok. I didn't even know this.
Because he said smash too many fucking times.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I heard. Just saying.
So, fucking unreal. But he's up for an Emmy nomination?
No,
he's
but
not,
if
but
you
that's the way I heard
watched
it.
on Friday night,
the
I
performance.
think that was some good television for the first.
Yeah, the bloodline shit's getting good.
It's so good. I'm gonna time this up.
What?
Fucking great.
Hold on.
That's gonna do it.
Oh my god.
Acknowledge me.
Oh, I got so close.
That's
I'm not sleeping tonight. Thanks, Basin.
You're welcome.
That show, that first half hour of that show on Wednesday or Friday night was pretty good. Pretty good television. And he's a good actor. He's going to Hollywood real soon.
He's already been. He's in the list.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but you know what? Like when he entered Hollywood, he was still he had, especially in that Hobbs and Shaw shit, he had the old Roman feel to him.
yeah.
I think he's learned to kind of just like let
Past that
loose.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, he took it to a whole other level. He didn't even have to say anything. Just his actions. I mean, he did say some things, but his actions when he did, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's actually a really good piece of television. Roman goes to his knees. And if you've been paying attention to the storyline, this is where the story needed to go. I just wish it didn't have the title attached to it. I hate to say this, but it was such good television. I was enthralled. It was really, really good.
To be fair, the only like one saving grace of the title being attached to anything with Roman Reigns is the fact that they kind of created another one. I mean, you know what I mean. Like it does kind of help. I know it's like, come on WWE, but once you get past the point of come on WWE, it's like okay, at least they have another one.
You know what this meme looks like? It looks like Planet of the Apes, 1974.
You're gonna get canceled for that.
Dr. Zayas, acknowledge me.
Go ahead, Connor.
It's finally happening where like they're finally putting the final what presumably is the final nail in the coffin for the whole bloodline thing. I mean, we don't know how things are going to go with Solo. Yeah, it's finally time they're pulling the trigger. And man, what I find very interesting is that when you like, we all knew this is kind of where they were going to go with stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even knowing that that's where they were going to go with stuff, the crowd reaction to moments at the right time is really what is astounding to me. Like I went back
and Triple H. He got this in NXT too. When he does like we said, play out storylines for far too long, but he still manages to fucking eke out that like great crowd reaction no matter how long they fucking go.
So go ahead.
It's because he knows the subtle nuances. I mean, kind of captivate the audience when it's time to have them hold on just a little bit longer.
I honestly don't think Triple H is he's booking the show. I really, honestly, truly think that WWE's letting them do their thing. I'm not saying that Triple H isn't like going and then saying, hey, we're going here with what Triple H should be doing right now with this storyline is let them finish it with your booking. I think it'll work.
I've heard that it's very close knit. Like there's not that many influence. Obviously, Roman and Heyman,
Heyman is the only one that should be, him, and it shouldn't even be Triple H. Triple H book wins. Tell me what you're doing.
Looking at that like Money in the Bank show that we watched, the pay-per-view, that reminded me of the NXT events back when Triple H was in charge. It was a combination of finishing things, continuing things, building things, all in one show.
One thing that I was rewatching a lot of the moments building up to the Money in the Bank is they have like a playlist where you can go back and watch the Bloodline stuff and they see key moments. And I know it's an old one, but it's one that really drove home the point of like they're doing this right and they're doing the moments. And again, back to the whole reaction thing is when Jay goes to Sammy, he's like, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief says. And before Roman even lifted up his head to like kind of react, like that's all he did. He just lifted his head up. But the crowd went fucking bananas over just that one simple moment.
Every little thing that happens in this feud needs to happen.
This is the magic of like the Attitude Era. In all honesty, with the crowd reaction.
The Attitude Era, though, because the Attitude Era, the thing about that this makes this a little bit better, and I'm gonna say it right fucking now. This right here is better than what the Attitude Era ever did. Why? Because you actually, and I'm not saying that Stone Cold couldn't wrestle. I'm not saying that The Rock couldn't wrestle. But if you look at what they were back in the back, it was just get in there, fight, kick the shit out of each other, maybe bleed. You know, they had their moments. They didn't really wrestle. These guys can and still tell a story. That's what makes this better.
I get
Opinion.
what I was referring to more is like the crowd reaction, I guess. Like the pop that you get in the Attitude Era for pretty much small things. Like The Rock when he came out and did, like, that's what I'm getting with you. The Rock would like do a lot of like visual storytelling with it anytime he spoke, and you'd get those like slight movements that the crowd would react to. That's what you get in this that you don't normally see anymore in wrestling.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but and I get that, but I think that, and this was posed, I believe that you can't just have good story. Like WWE is really good at the storytelling, but they do too much of it. AEW is the exact opposite. There's
Yeah.
not enough storyline for me to really sit here and go, man, I might hang around for this. They're more the wrestling. They do it well at times, but they need to add some storytelling.
What I'd love to see WWE do is actually hit that like perfect moment where the storytelling is good and the match is unbelievably good. That hasn't happened for the things I've seen. Even at Money in the Bank, I felt like the
Could be
final match
SummerSlam.
was a lot of storytelling, though the match wasn't like, oh my god, amazing match. You'd love to see like a storyline be impeccable and then them have just a fucking 5-star banger.
They could happen at SummerSlam.
I know the last time that Jey Uso and Roman Reigns wrestled, it was actually a pretty good match. I think that they could probably
My problem though is they
may give us what
What's missing?
always everything all wrapped into fucking one.
I just feel like they'll never go more wrestling than storyline, even in the match.
Yeah, no, I
because
can,
they'll
I can agree
always
with
like
that.
play to the crowd. They'll do like for half the match, it'll be like say Roman dominating, walking around, talking trash, talking to the fans, and it's good. It's great for a live audience, and it's good for entertainment. But it's just like you never get that fucking actual wrestling. You always get it broken up by, pomp and circumstance, I guess. I don't know how else to put it.
Just real quick in terms of the comparison to the Attitude Era, to what Basin was saying about like the pops, realistically, the only two long-term storylines, and one of them I wouldn't even consider really long-term, but obviously the big main longest storyline in the Attitude Era was Austin and McMahon that had similar pops to it, but they were pops for different reasons. It was mostly when Austin was doing something fucking over the top that people were like, fuck yeah, or if Vince really did something like boo, like handcuffed or had Austin arrested or whatnot. Taker kind of had one with Kane in the Ministry, but it wasn't as long as the Austin McMahon one. It didn't even come fucking close. But that's why I think this one's.
It might be closer to the Attitude Era.
The Undertaker actually and the Ministry feud was
intertwined. Yeah,
and Vince, because if you remember, I'm up to the point now where Vince did the "it was me, Austin."
Oh, son of a bitch.
Which I actually didn't realize it was just like that and it was over.
Yeah.
It was weird when rewatching it because I thought it was like one of the big stories. You go back and watch it, actually it was kind of a fucking dud.
And that's that. Sorry, Heather.
The whole reason behind that is because it wasn't gaining as much traction as when it was just Austin against Vince.
No, I'm just saying going back and watching it.
You thought it would be more impactful rather than just being.
It was very impactful when it first happened, right?
But it was
watching it live because I watched it live. I remember watching it live. I was sitting there and I was enthralled. I went back and I'm like, that was it.
So I have to go get a drink real quick. But the one thing I want to throw out there about the Attitude Era is that, and this is just my opinion before I get with this drink, I feel like the Attitude Era is remembered infinitely more for moments than matches.
Agreed.
Yeah, and those moments being the Zamboni, the beer truck, the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin truck driving down to the ring, the beer truck, and the milk truck even for fucking Kurt Angle.
The attitude. Okay, so like it's obvious to see the transition in wrestling from
Yes.
like where it was to where it is now, because this actual storyline isn't just like pomp and circumstance. It isn't this fucking like crazy come out there and like fucking spray you with a milk truck, spray you with a beer truck, that kind of stuff. It's more like, for lack of a better term, like melodramatic. They're more serious with what's going on in the ring. They're not playing it for pops and jokes. It's an
No,
actual like
actual story.
yeah, it's like a serious subject matter that ends in a fight, where it's a lot more akin to, I think, what people are drawn to now in television.
Yeah.
Versus what was in the past. Like, honestly, Attitude Era, some stuff is kind of like fucking parody, right? It's
Acknowledge
Bad. It's some of it was really bad.
yeah, and like parodies were like acceptable and big back then. Nowadays, they don't even exist. And that's kind of the way I look at wrestling and the changes that they've made. It's all serious for the most part. Yeah, they have a couple of jokes, but like everybody's there because they are actually getting you to believe in like family drama that's happening between these guys.
Yep.
Right.
I think at
Acknowledge
at some point, I literally think that Rock will show up. It won't be for the title.
I kind of don't want him anymore.
I don't want to see him at all.
Have a match. I just think at some point he will be there to see Roman.
Well, I mean, the match is made to be like, you call yourself the tribal chief. Meanwhile, I'm the fucking OG.
Yeah.
See my trailer for my
I
movie
think
Scorpion King
Jey Uso's
7.
I think Jey Uso is going to actually take the tribal chief. I don't think Triple H is ending this story at SummerSlam though.
I really hope he does.
I think he's going to push that button just a little further.
I have a horrible gut feeling that, and we'll probably talk about this when we do fucking SummerSlam predictions.
WrestleMania.
No, I was gonna say I have a weird, horrible gut feeling, and I don't think it's a Triple H call. I think this would probably be a fucking Vince call, that Jimmy is gonna screw Jay at SummerSlam, and there you go.
Thinking.
Yep.
It may even be Solo who ends up.
They're going to do a swerve.
I really hope fucking not, but I have this
They're
like
gonna
horrible
have
gut
Jay
feeling about it.
Go through all of them to get to Roman. I'm telling you, this will probably go until the Royal Rumble.
And then you hear fucking The Rock's theme music.
Is that Rikishi?
At the end,
I'm sorry. Fucking
Oh, here
enters
come the
to
fucking Samoans.
enters to Moana.
I think it would be good to,
What can I say?
Away, away.
Roman has to relinquish the red beads that he wears around his tribal chief, and has to relinquish.
They
them
look
to
like
The
chili
Rock,
peppers,
to The
man.
Rock, and then put him on what's his nuts,
Solo.
Jay.
The Rock's gonna put it on
I
himself.
think that's what's gonna happen. I think Roman's actually. LA Knight's getting huge. Keep that in mind. It might
I think
make
LA
it-
Knight
Is he
is.
on Raw? Is he on Raw?
No, LA Knight's on SmackDown.
Think about that for a minute. I don't think he is going to take over as the face of the company. But right now, LA Knight, everybody is like
In love with him.
I like the guy. I think he could possibly.
I've been staring at the edge of the water.
And this is
Yeah.
me fantasy booking. I'm just thinking about things. And you keep in mind, Triple H said, "Good things to come to those who wait."
Yeah, like getting promised you'll have creative control, and then fucking Vince comes back in like a goddamn crypt keeper and takes over again.
Next week, LA Knight released.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
The
But-
son
well,
of Said this night, dummy. Yeah.
Conversation about that too. That people again talking about Vince, creeping back in, and WWE and all the executives are like, we got to stop this. Apparently they had a conversation. I don't fucking know what happened.
You sure about that?
I am positive.
You sure about that?
Just
Acknowledge me. I'm kind of retarded.
That pairs up a lot better than I thought it would. All right, moving on to the other stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah,
No, I do think that this is the Emmy thing, though, with the Roman Reigns. I think I don't know if WWE's ever won an Emmy,
No.
No.
but this could be one of those moments where they do.
They will never win an Emmy.
Are you sure?
About
Yep.
that?
I'm sure about that.
I don't think so either.
You sure about that? You
They're
sure
not
about
considered
that?
actual
You
entertainment.
Sure about that?
I don't know, man.
Hi, are you the representative that's aiming to get WWE to get an Emmy?
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It would've been-
think they
Are you
deserve
looking
it.
for an Emmy? Acknowledge me.
Probably would. Vince would probably fucking yell that at anybody's ear.
It might actually push AEW to try a little bit more storytelling.
Okay, I guess the question would be what would have to fucking qualify them to be an Emmy, but like I feel like WWE is this weird fucking hybrid where it's too sports to be entertainment and too entertainment to be sports, so they can't win on either fucking side.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
it's an anomaly.
it's too in the middle of
I
both.
would honestly go out on a limb and say that sports are entertainment.
Well, yeah, sports are entertainment, but this is
But there's
like
different categories
staged
for that, like-
entertainment.
Right.
I don't think AEW will ever fucking do storylines right. They're not equipped for it. Look
You
who
guys do
runs
video
that.
games.
Look who runs that brand. Look who
That's where the cocaine from the White House came from. I knew it.
somewhere Tony Khan. He just dug
Tony
up the
Khan.
fucking earth like a ferret.
TK. Okay, the next topic, I just saw this on Twitter yesterday, and it's a big WTF thing. The Jonah Hill with his ex apparently shares Jonah Hill's ex shared text message between him and her regarding their relationship, which I am very confused as to why the fuck she shared that.
Because she's a piece of shit. That's
Like-
for sure. Like, yeah, honestly, you're in a relationship with someone, you break up, I don't give a shit. You don't go to social media and be like, hey. But even then,
I don't
it's-
think he was unreasonable. Like, I read the text.
I'm like, all he's saying is like, if you're gonna act like this, I don't respect it. I'm out. So, why she's like, this is controlling behavior by someone? It's like, there's a story behind it, and there's obviously half of it being shared, and we can make
He thinks it's
assumptions.
controlling behavior because he probably literally said, "I don't." just won't
Well,
be a part of
basically, like he ended up dating a girl that's like a surf instructor, I think, and she's obviously gonna go surfing, and she's gonna have that surf culture. So, like, I mean, I get the people that are like, well, now you're telling her kind of not to do that, but I feel like
Here
it's
it
more
is.
like, yeah, you
Yeah. So
fucking-
Jonah Hill's ex, Sarah Brady, calls him a narcissistic misogynist while sharing alleged texts from him. So the text read this is from Jonah to her. Plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundaryless inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries from a romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. I don't feel like anything he said was wrong.
No.
No, but like, how is that narcissistic misogyny in any way? To be like, I don't want, like, if I'm gonna be with you long term, I'm not a fan of you having boundaryless relationships with men because that's gonna fucking ruin my life. Just thinking about it. And obviously, like the rest of the stuff, I mean, it's preference, and this is like before you get into a longer term relationship. Isn't it healthy to talk about this shit?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. I'm with you.
I just don't get the idea that this she then does this
I will-
because she obviously is trying to another fucking bitch trying to like live off of clout of someone else. Because like in the end, she's who cares? You would have never heard her name if she wasn't attached to this guy.
Yeah.
physically.
So that's why she's doing this. And I mean, I feel like that is the response is completely fine. I don't know the entire story, and for sure she's not telling everybody the entire story because she put all these tweets out of just him. What was her?
Yeah.
What was she saying?
It
But I've
was
seen
her response to all of that.
I'm reading online to see what like people's like.
I've seen relationships like this where it's like this one half of the relationship thinks they can do whatever they want, and it doesn't matter. And then when someone's like, "Well, I'm not comfortable with this," it's like you're trying to hold me down. It's like, no, I'm telling you, I'm not comfortable with this, and if you continue to do it, I don't want to be with you. Like, how else am I gonna live my life?
The woman's gone full bore shit crazy on this shit. I don't know, man. That's what I think. He said I it's like I don't understand people. This is one of those things.
There's another one of those like, why are you doing this?
I get saying that. I would never say that to her.
It seems like from what I'm looking at, like on just general quick like online response on Twitter, is that 90 to 95% of the people agree that Jonah Hill did nothing wrong,
I don't think
and
he
that
did.
what?
I don't think.
Well,
he
I
did
mean,
it.
first
No,
of all,
neither.
the person that's done wrong is sharing personal information to the fucking public.
Correct.
That's the first negative fucking thing I could see.
The big thing that like the small slew of people that are quote unquote going after him after is the idea that he's like controlling over what she wears and posts, where it's like, well, he's being upfront with you and it's like, hey, if you want to do these things, that's on you, but we can't be together romantically. Like it's not like he's
I
per
feel like
se,
if I
like,
was in a
forced-
relationship with a girl that wanted to do like OnlyFans, I'd
Nope.
probably be like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you because
Yeah.
I don't respect it, and therefore I won't respect you, and therefore I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a shit. She knows it.
I mean, I guess it depends on what. Like when I say OnlyFans, I'm basically assuming she's fucking doing porn on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm on Jonah's side on this one personally.
I'm on Jonah's side.
He didn't even get a fucking choice. She put this shit out there for the world to see, which is horrible.
Right. But if Jonah was to defend himself, I don't know if he said anything.
Not that I'm aware of.
He doesn't seem like too much of a public person from
No,
everything.
I don't think he is. Heather, I'd love to get your thoughts on this from the other side.
Honestly, if she has a history of being promiscuous in ways that are not conducive to her current behavior,
Mm-hmm.
then he has every right to sit there and say, I don't want to be part of this. Goodbye.
So I don't think he has a mind with her wearing bathing suits. It's the boundaryless relationship.
It doesn't sound. I don't know if she's promiscuous per se, like sleeping around or anything like that. I think it's more the fact that she probably is like kind of trying to live a single life while in a relationship. Not like going full bore sexual, but like trying to have my cake and eat it too. And then when somebody says, I don't want this, and I'll leave because I'm not feeling like you're respecting me, she's like, you're a narcissist.
People think that there's this weird concept that setting boundaries is a bad thing. I don't understand that. And I'm just going to say it right now, it's usually one side versus the other. It's like one side can set boundaries, but another side can't.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
It's very like perplexing. It's like, well, you don't have like, this doesn't have to happen. Bye. You can walk away. No. Well, listen, there's terms and conditions to every fucking contract out there. There's terms and conditions we use all the time. And unfortunately that some people don't want to abide by those terms and conditions and things fucking happen. Well, but
sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm good. Just rambling.
For the boundary type thing, I feel like that is, I want to avoid having like shit inside me boil over till we fucking get into a fight because I don't appreciate the way we're treating each other or the way you're treating me. That to me is like, wouldn't you want that? It's like we're trying to avoid a disaster. Should we take shelter? No, let's wait for the disaster to hit. Then we'll talk about shelter. No.
Shout out to the OG Gorilla Strong joining us in the chat. What's up, Gorilla? Hope you're doing good, my sexy brethren. Alpha says, plus, then who's to say if they would have stayed together if she wouldn't have cheated on him anyway? That's a good point. I mean, even still, like,
It's just not respecting like someone's, and I'm pretty sure there was like before this conversation happened with them, there's probably like hints that
something else.
I'm not
happened,
like
yeah,
a huge
sure.
fan of you going out and fucking spending nights drinking with all your guy friends that are surfers. I get that, and I mean people are like he's insecure. It's like maybe, but he's at least addressing the fucking elephant in the room for himself. And if that's the
Right.
case, then that's the case.
I had this really fucking long text, and then I realized, okay, she sent over the submission eligibility for what's deemed to be considered to be eligible for an Emmy, which I'll read into. And just, I thought you typed that whole fucking thing for a second. Like, what the fuck did you just type?
Oh God, no.
Jesus Christ!
She's over here copying and pasting. Then she'd go like this with her boobs, and then she's copying and pasting. She didn't do anything.
I was about to say I missed half of that. Then
You need to set some boundaries, Heather.
Hey, he's already told me I could start an OnlyFans.
I did. I don't know.
I think I don't think, and then this goes
I mean,
both
teach their
sides.
own is my
Yeah, well, yeah, I was gonna say this goes, I think, for both ways, men and women, in my opinion. There is nothing wrong with saying if you want to date me or be with me, this is like, you know, there's obviously sacrifice and compromise in some things.
Yes.
But some things, there are moral standards that people have that they want to stand and plant their feet on, and I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Then both people should do that. I hate this whole idea. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're already in a fucking generational age right now where fucking give me and it's mine, and everybody wants every instant gratification. And you better do what I want because of that. And we've already fucking been down that fucking path. But yeah, I don't think Jonah did any fucking thing wrong at all.
If you want to date me, I don't have sex. I only soak.
Where do I sign? Where do I sign?
And Alpha, no, she doesn't. It doesn't sound to me like she wants a slave. She wants an open relationship.
I don't even think that. She just doesn't want to have any restrictions, and I get it because like her personality is probably promiscuous. Not saying she's sleeping around, just like flirtatious. And I get you feel like someone's putting walls around the way I like to live my life. It's just the wrong partnership. But you don't take that and air it on fucking social media for everybody to see, saying that, oh, they tried to do this and this and this, and this is the type of person they are. They're just wrong for you, man. That's it.
It just shows the character of that individual.
Yeah.
So Heather text copy pasted the entire list of the eligibility in order to be eligible for an Emmy, and I will try to read this as fast as fucking possible. To be eligible, original entries must have been transmitted to the general public by a television station, cable company, satellite, the internet, or other digital delivery medium. That's interesting. So it doesn't have to be on TV. It can be a streaming one, which I wasn't sure about. Digital is defined as multimedia projects that combine various forms of traditional media with social media and interactivity, as well as linear programmed, delivered online over the internet via various mobile platforms. Eligibility is limited to digital and telecast cable cast programming that was originally made available to a regional or local audience during the chapter's eligibility year. Materials provided by a news service, corporate news, associated, or similar source must be treated as previously produced materials unless it was originally intended for first release in the regional awards eligibility area to which it was submitted on.
I can't even understand what you're saying. But it's not that they're ineligible to win an Emmy. It's just that they won't.
Well,
I'm saying that they will, but they'll probably be up for one.
Jesus Christ, that's such a broad.
But what Emmy would they be up for?
Entertainment.
Best.
No, isn't it like category based?
I don't know what the categories.
It would probably be best TV, best reality TV moment.
God damn it.
Is that an Emmy?
Hold on, let me look at this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I haven't watched him. I don't really give a shit, to be honest.
I don't watch shows.
I think you can give him 50 Emmys, and I still wouldn't give a fucking flying shit. But
well, the lady that does our baseball games on
did she get an Emmy?
Valley Sports here. She's got an Emmy. She's got
shit.
Yeah.
All right, so Primetime Emmy Awards. It looks like, as far as like, I'm obviously skipping like acting, but you can do writing, directing, and then programming. So you can do like outstanding comedy series, drama series, limited or anthology series, reality competition program, scripted variety series. That's probably what they would go for.
Reality competition.
Yeah, but then you also have to look at the rest of the program.
That's the problem.
You're missing the point. No, I'm not talking. I'm telling you, I think you can do moments.
I mean,
with
if
this shit.
Roman is winning an Emmy, then it's for like person specific something.
Best actor.
That's never gonna happen.
No, well,
It's not.
well,
It's not.
no.
The whole thing of every awards ceremony right now for Hollywood is all in deep shit right now because they are losing ratings left, right.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
center.
maybe next year when
Fucking
the
writer's strike.
is really impacting fucking shit, so the only thing to watch will be wrestling.
I
It's
think
like
here-
fucking the entertainment COVID all over again.
You know what though? What
the-
was the award show that Will Smith smacked the taste out of Chris?
Oscars.
The Oscars.
The Oscars. That was the most ratings the Oscars have had in 5 years.
Yeah, because it became wrestling.
Yeah. Keep my wife's name out your damn mouth.
This is why I thought it was fake, and I still to this day think
In West Philadelphia.
that.
Born
I think it was fake as well.
and-
I fully believe it was staged.
Speaking of fake, Miss Netherlands 2023 is what?
What is she?
Bill Hader.
Oh, yeah,
He's
she's-
like, hey.
That's a man, baby.
I don't
So-
want to watch those movies.
Detective.
So yes, you're talking about the fucking
No.
Heimdegger is I'm
Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah,
Finkel
Einhorn
is
is Finkel.
Einhorn.
Einhorn is Finkel. Einhorn is Finkel.
It's
Now,
funny. I
to
actually
her credit,
literally
she does look like she's completely transformed.
transformed. So fun little side note. I literally was quoting the Slinky bit from Ace Ventura on the way home from our family gathering because I don't know what it is about that scene, like really makes me laugh. It's like I got to do one thing, and it's the fucking puts the Slinky down these giant 15,000 fucking steps. Everyone loves a slink, and it just stops at the second to last step. Anyway, Finkel is Einhorn.
Yeah.
The thing, okay, so this is like a beauty contest. I
Yep.
mean, come on.
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents. Did
I didn't
first.
even think about it was the fact that this was a man turned into a woman. I was like, oh, okay, you're just like, is everybody blind? I'm sorry, but she was just, like compared to the
Wait,
competition.
isn't Netherlands where all the drugs are legal?
This honestly feels like
This
participation prize central.
I got a lot of those.
Because of
Wait,
okay,
you're tell-
she-
hold on.
it's not,
Are you telling me that
she's
my
not
per-
like
are you-
she's not like hideous. She looks like I've seen other pictures. She looks like a model, but
Are you
it's just
are you
like
telling me my
come on,
participation
man.
trophies don't count?
No, they don't.
Well, they count
Fucking
to you.
50,000 of those things. God damn it.
They count for you.
Oh yeah.
If you want them to count, I just want to know what the fuck I'm looking at right
That's
now. What
sorry.
happened-
That was the best answer. If you want them to count.
What happened to the fucking Slinky over here on fucking number 3 here? I know Macho Man beat the shit out of both
No, this is South Park
Oh,
when they had a trans athlete.
my God, that is one of my favorite
It's so
South
good.
Park gags. So JP, they were obviously doing the whole thing about like trans athletes and you got to see the clip.
I'm going with you here.
You
Go
got
ahead.
you got to see the clip because I can't do it justice. But this reporter is interviewing a woman. He's like, "So how do you feel about this? The so and so as being the first trans athlete?" And she kind of gives him shit for it. And he's like, "Okay, anyway, let's bring her out. And it's that character you see on the top podium. And he's like, "I just can't tell you how happy I am. I'm finally competing as a woman. Yeah." And
It's 100% fucking Randy Savage.
it is, but for me the setup is the best with the reporter. She's like, that's kind of bigoted, Tom, and she's still a woman. He's like, all right, anyway, and then like kind of like he knows where this is fucking going, and then she shows up. I can't tell you how free I feel.
The fact that there's one point in time where they like accentuate his fucking dick and balls just flopping around. But like, I mean, this is like the state of the world we live in is weird because I don't think like if you want to have, why don't you just have a trans beauty pageant?
That would solve all the problems, but
Why don't you just have a trans everything? Since apparently everybody is trans now.
I have a question. If you get a bunch of trans people together and
Not transit?
no, and you try to remake that new movie with Tom Cruise, does that Heather knows where I'm going with this. Do you know where I'm going with this, Baseman?
Are you talking about Mission Impossible?
Yeah, so you make it Transmission Impossible.
I hate you. It's transmission possible. Because anything's possible when you have
Oh my god! The only
everything under the
other
hood.
one it would work for is transporter.
What was there was a
Who's the main star in that fucking movie? What's her
Caitlyn
fucking
Jenner.
name? RuPaul?
Jason,
Oh, there was
Jason
another-
Statham?
Taking the lead on that shit or what?
I
Or
feel
is
like
Dylan Mulvaney gonna take the lead on that shit? She could
Come
be a better one.
I just feel like if you had to look at all the things that like trans people are winning, it's against all women.
Yeah.
What trans women turned into men are winning men's competitions.
Wait,
Nice.
did you hear about the one who it was a God damn it. It was
Swimming contest?
no, it was a trans person trying to go to like their language class.
Okay.
It's called translingo.
They were translate.
I hate you.
Okay, I'm done. I'm
I
out.
love you.
I'm out.
That's a good one.
Oh, Jesus. I'm in pain. Moving on down the list. Gonna get canceled.
Come on, you got some more.
I'll pull out another one later. What was up with Dana White?
I don't know.
You do.
That shit was fucking hilarious. So the whole thing is they asked him a question and it has to do with race. I asked him a question and he goes, I wish you could play the clip.
Oh, it's
But
great.
he said something to the effect of,
We're partnered now. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
give a shit.
It's a-
I don't give a fuck about that shit. It's fucking, that's how I would respond.
Because they asked him because the two fighters that were going, he was like, what about the racial tension? There was a lot of N words being thrown around there, and he's African. He's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck cares? I don't give a fuck. He said, well, he's black. Who the fuck cares? This is a fighting.
What kind of answer did you expect from fucking Dana White?
Exactly.
Dana White at times reminds me of like if Joe Rogan and fucking what's his face
Vince?
no fucking frogs are gay.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones and Joe Rogan combined into one human being.
It's not a bad.
Be
That's
fucking
not,
Dana White.
Yeah, that's what I'm
not a
saying.
bad comparison.
Because he just doesn't give a shit. I'm like, but
You
under.
heard that remix, by the way? The Frogs Are Gay remix.
Oh, I think I
Oh
have.
my god, that was fucking great.
Freaking frogs gay. Do you understand this? Crap.
I just wish more like when it comes down to it, it's he's like, oh, is that what people like in the interview? He's like, oh, is that what people were saying? Of course they would. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I
It's
wish
like-
I wish more people in like positions of power would not like kowtow to the fucking public crybabies. Like everybody
Just
fucking
like-
screaming at their lungs to create something that's not there.
I don't care.
yeah,
He's-
fuck,
I don't care.
yeah, fucking that's fantastic then. Oh, here we go. Good old Minnesota
Oh, yeah.
giving out drugs and hiding the causes of death.
I don't know anything about this. I read it. I believe it 100% because it is something
I
that
heard rumblings
Basically
about this.
tried to give out free crack pipes and stuff. So
So the way there's two things here that Gina shared. One is the fact that they are hiding deaths due to COVID vaccine in
Yeah.
the state and
That's
not
not
reporting them as them. And then the other is kind of what we do here with like the clean needle thing, where people are going to do drugs. So if they're going to do them, we're going to give them the opportunity to do them without passing fucking needles and crack pipes that create disease.
yeah.
that's
So it's like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
street, not give a shit. Hey, we talked about this.
I'm not against it because you're not going to reform drug addicts. You're just not going to.
They're gonna take it.
You're gonna create a bigger problem and then stand on that platform.
Well, they're
for
not
your-
getting the drugs. They're getting the utensils, which is the easiest fucking thing to get anyway.
Correct.
So I mean, I'm not against the idea of giving like clean fucking utensils for drug addicts if
The
it
idea
means
of
you don't
claiming-
get sick people clogging up the fucking rest of the system.
The idea of claiming that they didn't have the like COVID vaccines didn't. I mean, that's not really much of a shocker because back when COVID was around, they were listing as many CODs as COVID related as much as possible.
Well, that was because that got the hospital more funding.
The biggest
Right.
problem with COVID was the fact that it was just misrepresented everywhere. Like the representation was terrible. It was get this, get that, and as soon as you hear like a fucking pharmaceutical company say, "Take this vaccination," you can't sue us. You know it's a problem.
Fucking red flag.
And I'm sure, like, I mean, in my heart of hearts, I don't think the idea was to fucking make everybody sick or give them things that's gonna kill them or anything like that. I don't think it was like a mass plot to fucking lower the population of the planet. I think it was more the fact that there is a chance that people will react poorly to this because we didn't have the testing time. Therefore, we're going to cover our ass legally. And there's money to be made. Even if the whole fucking COVID thing was, let's turn the flu into an epidemic, which I fully believe. It was a whole system to make money, but it was also a system to be like, we're going to make money and not get sued.
Yeah, we're protected by our own government.
Yeah.
And the fact it's the fact that these vaccines were forced upon us that if you didn't get it and you worked in the government, you would be fired from your job.
Yeah, it's super unethical.
Get it. You lost your status as a military.
You know, I know what they got to do. Well, you know what I learned with that situation because you were just talking about that. They are paying all of those soldiers because that happened. That was
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
the backlash was huge.
They are paying back every single dime that they missed. Didn't matter.
And they should.
Duty didn't matter if you were active duty. It didn't matter if you were reserve. It didn't matter. You were going to get your back pay and come back in as you were if you wanted to.
But this
they
is
got that back pay. They gave them that option. They gave them two options. And poor people are going to give me that back pay, bitch.
this is the way I looked at it too while it was happening. I'm like, at the minute it becomes like, do this or else, our society has failed our people. Our government has failed our people. And I'm like, when they get to the point where it's like, yeah, we're not going to force you to get it, but you can't go anywhere or you can't do anything. I'm like, this is radicalization to the point where you're pitting the people that are like, just give me 5,000 vaccines and the best person. And it was like they made you, they wanted to make people feel like fucking heroes for getting a vaccine. It's like, no, that's not the case. You give the option and that's that. And they'd shove the fucking people dying in the hospital in front of you every fucking second. Here's the respirators. It was like probably the greatest, the greatest example of horrible fucking human beings making money off of a mass populace.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially since the only ones that were actually dying were the really old or those that were already sick and gonna die anyway.
Well, they're overrepresenting COVID deaths because, I mean, if you look at like fucking deaths, everybody fucking dies of pneumonia. Even though it's like, I have fucking fucking 8th degree fucking burns all over my body, yet pneumonia killed me. Cause of death? Pneumonia. Not the burns. It's like, if you're gonna overrepresent to that extent and then underrepresent the vaccine issues, yeah. If you control everything, fucking, everybody's gonna accept what you say.
Right.
Anyways, it's fucking horseshit. I'm okay with the drug thing because I actually think if you're gonna not believe that people aren't gonna do drugs, then you might as well be fucking.
I
blind.
I accept that fact. I find it to be an issue where people are just going to show up and start shoving needles and all that shit in their pocket. Yeah, they might have somebody fucking there, but somebody for sure is going to fucking try to do it.
Well, they shove needles in their pocket.
Yeah, well, I don't want them laying all over the street.
They're going
That's
to
the
lay over the
point.
street.
Already there.
People that are too afraid that these clean needle things are actually a bust are going to take the ones that are on the ground.
Well, that's what they used to do, right? Like all the drug addicts out there would just reuse needles and they'd get like HIV or any other fucking blood transmitted disease. So it's like, do you want to have that be the problem you're dealing with, or do you want to have just the drugs be the problem you're dealing with? I get the idea behind it, and I don't think it's completely like faulty. I know there's faults to it, but it's like you're dealing with something you can't fix.
That's my only complaint. I'm not saying we're going to fix the drug problem.
No, there's no cure for that. It's going to be here until the end of society.
You should have never created them. Whoever created them, that's your fault. Some doctor created cocaine. Look at where we are today.
Cocaine used to be in Coca-Cola, hence its
That
name.
people, they used to numb you with Coca-Cola or cocaine.
Mhm.
Sorry, excuse my language. Or in the early days, it's.
And there's still some compounds of heroin found in fucking painkillers.
Woo!
No, I mean,
Big
there's
boo.
like painkillers in and of themselves are pretty much what, like,
Mhm.
you know, alternatives to the intense shit. And fentanyl, I think it's fentanyl. One of the drugs is like was super important to like treating actual pain until it became like a banned substance because of
Of how
its
addictive it
use. That's like, oh, this is gonna really hurt the end of life care unit. I remember talking to my sister because she used to go and do end of life care at people's houses. And she's like, man, it's been a blow because this is like, these are people, usually they're in pretty bad pain or they're suffering with something. And it's like, you can't administer what's saving to them because some fucking 20-year-old is shooting it up on the street and everybody's in trouble because of that.
Mhm.
If Michael Jackson hadn't died from a fentanyl overdose, we wouldn't have this issue.
Hee hee.
Bye-bye.
That is the problem.
Night. Oh God. The only other thing I think we have here is NBA star Victor. Not even gonna try that last name. Security guard backhands Britney Spears.
Yep.
Love this.
So he's the number one draft in the NBA. He's this giant.
Yeah.
I don't know why Britney Spears was even around him. I don't know what led to this.
She was going up to him to try and get a picture with him. That's all it was.
But what she did is she ran up behind him and tried to like poke him on the back with the security guard just
So
fucking
happy.
not having it.
Bitch slapped her into next Tuesday.
But it's also like Britney Spears at this point in time in her career. I mean, she just looks like another fucking drunk blonde girl.
That's
Look,
about
it's not even just that. She looks like she's still getting high every day.
Okay, Britney Spears, like, I know everyone's like, oh my god, she's gotten away from her family or whatever the fuck shit they were spending all her money. I'm like, if you've watched this woman in any capacity in the last fucking 5 years, she is pretty unstable looking to me. Like, she's doing some fucking wild shit. Like, yeah, there might have been a reason why people were kind of making her decisions, but whatever. Anyway, she got the fucking backhand.
She'd been through the ringer, so.
Yeah, I agree with them ending her conservatorship with her father because he was taking her money and using it for himself rather than having it saved up so that she could use it for herself for life purchases or her children. So
But I also don't know if I trust her.
It should have transferred from her father to her husband.
I don't actually trust anybody around this person because I feel like everybody's there to get her money. But I mean, if you give her money to her, she's doing fucking rain dances in her living room.
For a while there, that's all she could do because that her conservatorship was that controlling.
I just like everything I've seen from her. I'm like,
with her conservatorship, all she could do was go on tour or stay in her house. That was it.
I think she is probably not the best person to be in control of a huge amount of money. Just, I mean, in the end, I don't give a shit. Give her all the money, whatever. Let her get slapped 1,000,000 times. I don't give a fuck.
She shouldn't have gotten slapped. I
Yeah.
agree with the security guard trying to separate her.
No, she should have slapped her.
Well, Meg, I didn't see you. You startled me.
You don't run up behind a fucking anybody and just like poke them on the back when they're a celebrity figure. Like this guy is like touted to be the next best thing in basketball, so you know.
And I made sure of that.
Yeah, I agree. He shouldn't have slapped her. He could have sat there and turned around and pushed her back instead of just pimp handing her.
Oops, I did it again.
He's like, you can never take the streets out of me. Just fucking,
Right.
fucking
I
slammed her.
agree. She should not have been running up. She should have said, "Hey, can I get a picture with you? I'm Britney Spears." Because if he had gotten a picture with her, that would have skyrocketed him even more just because of her name.
And then
when
they
you-
say
She still has millions of fucking fans out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he. I don't know.
she's so lucky. Boom, boom, boom. She's a star, but she cried.
Oops, I did it again. I want the security guard to release that as his upcoming album. I slapped a white bitch.
Hit
Not
me,
the last
baby,
time.
One more time.
This guy's supposed to be the next big thing.
Well, he's 7'6", so he's a big person.
Dun, 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 dun. You can see the next big thing over in Ring of Honor /ECW.
This guy is
The-
7 foot for 210 fucking pounds.
Yeah, so yeah.
This guy is trying to be the new Kevin Durant.
Duran.
Duran.
I
I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna take some time.
Prospect.
Well,
Um,
I was a prospect at one point. That doesn't mean
look at me now.
Your prospector.
Look at me. Just saying.
That's it. I think on the list, unless there's
So
other
there's a
stuff we
couple.
gotta touch.
There is a couple other things. One is I'm just gonna play this for JP
Oh,
because
dude.
because Heather shared it. And, the funny thing is when they were talking about this, and there is audio to it, I just don't have it. I guess it's the Olympics. I don't know, Paralympics. It's a
Yeah.
blind
yeah.
guy going for the long jump, and he's like, "It's the crowd. The sounds of the crowd confused his echolocation." So he just fucking jumped.
Bat.
You got, is somebody? So my question is on this thing: does anybody? And they're just standing there watching.
I mean, does it count still?
Oh my god!
I think it needs to count. Fuck that shit.
So the only thing that I want to add to this
Has got broken eight highs and an ass.
somebody had to be. You gotta go right. Gotta go right. You're going left.
He got drowned out by the fucking
He's
audience.
blind, not deaf.
I wonder why he did. Like, I would have honestly assumed he.
Like he no sells it though.
No, he
Wow.
sold it. Just watch him when he gets
I
in.
know
He grabs his ass right the fuck away. As he,
Sir, how was the Olympics? Let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass.
I mean, if
My
this was a parody movie,
my next question is: does that actually count?
I
When
don't
the
think
fuck
so.
did we get ice cream?
it's a foul because he didn't land in the sand.
Okay, then why in the fuck is he doing this?
My question is, if they know that they're blind, wouldn't they make the sand wider?
Box bigger. I was gonna say, yeah. Why didn't they just make the play? Yeah.
Also, like, I would have fucking died if they had him run up with a stick.
Oh god, a walking stick would be fucking great.
Do
No,
not
that sticks
understand.
The sound stick.
I do
White
not
cane.
understand. Is this for charity?
It's the fucking Paralympics, Special Olympics.
I literally, but this guy's wearing a blindfold.
Because he's blind.
Is this
Folded.
disability? Well, then what the fuck are you? Okay, but he's
Yeah, if he's blind, why is he wearing a blindfold?
That's my point. Why
Probably
does-
it might have to be like retina or eye sensitivity to like
Yeah,
sunlight.
maybe. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he gets like light sensitivity or something.
He got sunglasses for that.
Yeah, those fall off.
He's wearing like a night fucking
If
sleeping.
No, not
blind-
that. No, they don't. I haven't seen.
He's
that
wearing
happen.
like one of those shits you put on to go to bed.
He's wearing half of the eye patch of your character from fucking Elden Ring.
What'd you say?
What?
Oh my god, he actually is blind.
Yeah.
Well, why the
Yeah.
fuck are they allowing? So okay, so he is blind. All right, so
It's for the Paralympics.
I
Yeah.
told you.
I don't give a. Okay, I'm sorry that I laughed at that. Okay, I'm not sorry. Because this guy's the dumbest fucking idiot ever.
It's not
Like,
dumb.
why-
It's just I don't laugh
He
at
just
him because
ran off
he's
course.
dumb. I think the people who organized that particular moment are dumb because they didn't take shit into
But
consideration.
also, like, why wouldn't you just have a wider run lane and a wider fucking landing lane?
Bumper lanes. They need fucking
well,
bumper
just
lanes
like
like they have in
giant
bowling.
bumper lanes. You just run it,
Yes.
bounces around, or
Yeah.
just like have the fucking alert system when he goes out of bounds.
He's found. They let blind kids throw javelins now.
It's not
Oh
even
god,
no,
the stadium
no,
better be empty.
Hey.
no. The one I found. Teen to do long jump in a wheelchair.
Please send that now. Please send that now.
God.
Please send that right now. Share it to us because I need to see this.
Where I look, I am about inclusivity and I applaud that, but this is so hard. We're making fun of handicapped people. Cool.
You guys are.
This isn't cool. However, some good shit right here. Oh no, I can't. Okay, what the fuck is going on here with the fucking meme? This poor guy. I feel bad for him in that sense.
When the fuck did we get ice cream? Oh Jesus!
What
Thanks so
in
much.
the fuck is? I don't. Okay, I'm trying to justify this. That's why I'm. Oh, this poor guy, like, he's like, Mom, I'm coming home. He did it, Forrest Gump. So,
Oh my God! They fucking jettisoned their asses. I just saw the little. Oh what? Okay, hold on. Is this a? Okay. Okay. Hold on.
I don't see anything.
I'm looking up a YouTube video of this because I need to see this in action.
let me stop. Stop. What the fuck? Me?
Stop what?
Oh my God.
You guys are fucking terrible. Well, they're able-bodied.
Well, they
are.
were.
Like I said, it was teenagers, but still.
All right, now I feel okay laughing at them.
And then, of course, there's the blind javelin throw.
Good God, I gotta take a piss so bad. I'm gonna go right now.
Is that a real human being? I thought that was. Oh no. Well, that guy's dead. So is a that looked like me diving in the Mississippi River once. Well, actually, Wisconsin River. I apologize.
This
Oh
is the,
my God, that was just. I'm a bad person. I'm bad. I'm not cool.
here we go.
I'm going to hell.
Men's javelin throw. Oh, boy.
I cannot fathom in my mind why the two top ones are. Why are they doing that? But this guy at the bottom, he's actually blind doing a long jump at the Special Olympics, where we can't extend the rules for you. I mean,
I gotta say, their distance is pretty fucking impressive on the javelin.
it is. That is about 6.5 meters. I don't know how much that is in feet, but I can't justify it. I feel bad for the guy.
Oh no, this
I
guy's
do.
pointing down.
I just.
Yeah,
Why don't
Jesus
you
Christ!
make-
They're actually fucking
make
throwing
the
these things
box
pretty far.
wide- Make the box wider. In fact,
That's
take
what
them
we
to the
said.
fucking beach. Take them to the fucking beach and do it that way. Tell
Take them to the beach, leave them there, walk away. Come back half an hour later. Great job, guys. Great job.
Make sure that they know when they have to fucking jump. That's
Well,
all
he
you
knew.
need.
He knew when he had to jump, but just not where.
Yeah.
That's my. But even if they should never foul, sorry. And if they don't, I'm okay with that.
Now, it's an impressive jump. It's
Expand
just
the box. Expand the box. Like, I mean, there's got to be a way.
sexual. Expand the box.
talking about the boxing too.
Yep, so are we.
I'm talking about the sandbox.
Again, we're on the same page
Yeah.
here.
Are we looking up fucking Special Olympics javelin shit now?
I already sent them a video.
Yeah,
If there's anything else, but no.
I'm deep in the rabbit hole right now.
I am just.
You want to laugh?
Dude, I've
You
been.
get supposed to. I'm sure he himself laughed after he told her his tailbone being broken.
That's personal, Heather.
Why would you
Like,
pick
super
it
angry.
for that? Why would you if they
He's
are
the
gonna,
world record holder for it currently.
he's the current record. Yes,
What?
he is the current
What?
record holder for what he just fucking did.
Record holder?
He's a fucking meme for the rest of his fucking life.
Whatever.
Record holder?
He'll never see it, so it's okay.
We will. We'll send him all the shit.
What? He's blind.
I can't. He maybe.
You son of a bitch.
I see what you did there.
One guy diving here. Like, does that? What is that supposed to be?
It's two different
It's
videos.
two different videos.
He's an actual diver into water. This guy was just some dumb Russian who wanted to jump into his pond and it was frozen over.
And he did.
No, he
He
jumped
didn't-
from like 3 feet.
He's
Broke his ass.
fucked up though.
He
Yeah,
broke his
ass
elbow.
hurts.
I watched that video. That video was actually on America's Top 20 some videos. Like,
But
8
the
years
way
ago.
that impact, I think that's pretty good psychology, pretty good meme right there. That's like one of the best memes I ever seen because
Ecology and a meme.
literally looks
Look how
like,
big his body gets when he lands.
Yeah.
Boom!
It's like a puffer fish. You fucking.
I finally evolved. All right,
guy-
enough of this.
you know,
Talk about ending the podcast on a high note this week.
the guy
There
that-
is more.
There is, okay.
I know. There's a couple things I didn't add because they were either submitted later I didn't see. One is in the actual Notebooks Given chat here. Cody
Discord.
sent. And the other was sent, I think, by Federico, talking about doing the wild card football Colin Kaepernick game, which I looked up. Colin
Yeah.
Kaepernick now is releasing a mobile or video game
You laid there for about an hour though.
that is a football game with no sponsorship, I don't think, on the like football sponsorship.
Yep.
He's
That
got to be cool.
is just it's an arcade style football game.
Well, I know Google Play now has the ability to you can stream it through PC, so we might be able to pull something off with that.
I don't know. It
Cody,
looks like a Mario game almost.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
even better.
played it.
Oh, you gotta play Cat Mario Basement.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do. Cody shared this one about the Tennessee soccer coach drugging, raping, and recording attacks on children.
That's some fucked up shit.
Jesus Christ!
Why would you put that negative shit?
As opposed to what we were just been giggling about for fucking 30 minutes.
My shit's funny.
Why would you bring me down like that?
Shits are funny.
Yeah.
By the way, I just realized very poor choice of words, JP. Why would you bring me down?
It is. It's funny.
No, I said, why'd you bring me down like that?
I'm so sorry. No, the Cody thing, what he put in there, that's fucked up shit, man.
So when we talk about it on the show, Camilo Campos, 63, recorded himself R-wording unconscious boys between the ages of 9 and 17 over the course of 20 years, according to Franklin Police Department. Many of the victims were Hispanic. Only 2 victims have been identified, though several recordings via detectives of the R-word, can't say, of at least 10 children were found on his
Rape?
phone. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
We said so many bad things. You've been making fun of the fucking handicapped people for the last 30
I haven't been
minutes.
making fun of anything. Jesus.
Partnership.
People are mod.
Guys, I am not a
Rappe.
kid or
I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded. I'm
Fully.
Very retarded.
not retarded.
Wait, hold on. This is a perfect combination for JP.
I'm kind of retarded.
It's a natural right You acknowledge me. If you don't laugh at things, then what the fuck?
Well, I'm not gonna
If-
fucking laugh at 20
I'm laughing at this
unconscious
one.
kids getting
No, not
raped.
this, but blind long jumper breaking his tailbone because he missed the sandbox.
I mean, it's terrible that it happens.
There's
It's still fucking funny, man. I mean,
Wait, the
raping
blind guy
someone?
or
That's so
the
funny.
multiple rapes?
Hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in.
I feel like this is like right now. It's hard for my mind to enter it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's fucking terrible.
Anyway, javelin throws.
Holy
Holy shit!
kids. And he was also like, some of the kids woke up and didn't know where they were. Wouldn't you ask her?
Yeah, that would be the first indicator. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Also, wouldn't you be like, where was I for the last fucking 12 hours?
I don't
Comment.
remember what happened from this day to this day. What the fuck's going on?
What's
Sorry,
today?
I got home late, Mom.
What?
I don't know where this from my asshole came
Oh
from.
my god. The kid walks in like a crab.
I
Sorry.
pooped so
You guys
fast today. It was crazy.
You guys are all terrible, except for me.
The crab. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late, Mom. What's for dinner? There's a
Hold on, I gotta
trail
fart.
of blood. Oh my god.
What?
This is why we can't talk about the shit late in the night. When it gto like terrible shit, you take the terrible shit at the beginning. Because when we're all like not retarded.
Our morals are out the window at this point in time.
I'm
Plus,
kind of retarded.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not retarded.
I am.
JP got defensive.
Retarded. Nobody's retarded here.
I am.
Sold me. You sold me on that one, JP.
That's right.
It's a pretty fucked
you-
up story, but I feel like you would know. Wouldn't you know if you were raped?
If you were
Eh.
drugged, no.
But then you
Or
know
if
you
you're-
were drugged.
If you're young,
or at
if you're
least,
young
like-
enough to not understand,
That something was wrong.
I just don't feel great today.
At what age would you get to? At what age would you get to where it's like I've forgotten the last half of the fucking day, and I'd be like, oh, it's just a thing.
Shit. What?
there you go.
I feel like JP
What?
would be easy to.
What? Could you imagine that?
Wait a minute. What did you just say, Baseman?
No, like,
I'll take the shit.
No, I heard what you said. Please repeat for the class.
nothing. I can't see it.
You
It's.
said, I feel like JP would be very easy to.
I don't know. You say it.
You said it already.
Yeah. So I don't repeat myself.
Be very easy to rap.
In paper.
Look at him. He's already halfway done.
He looks like Mother Teresa.
He looks like he did at the bar.
Staring into my soul.
Oh, God.
I told you. I
Told us what?
What I would give that stare. I'm good for it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking You-
Federico, we will touch on the Colin Kaepernick game probably another night, just when we can actually focus.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I don't care about Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, but then, like, if you think about like where he was, it's like I'm an activist. I stand up for this. It's all about my people. Would you like to buy a video game? Like mobile gaming, if it's mobile gaming, is like the scummiest fucking video game environment known to mankind. So if that's not going to tell you something about the guy,
He did this about.
he needs money.
He does.
Is what it seems like to me.
I this guy.
This guy threw his family under the fucking bus.
He's still trying to play football though, and that makes.
Well, now he can do it virtually, and in the game you can become 40 feet tall and run over everybody.
Oh my god! It sounds like
But
no.
only if you select him.
Well, in the video I watched, it was him that turned 40 feet tall, and then he scored a touchdown, and then everybody took a knee. That never happened, but I'm assuming it will. And like in the tweet was sent by like his girlfriend or wife or whoever. She's like, Hey, and in this game, his name's not going to be blocked out. Was his name blocked out in any other games?
So in Madden, if you whatever did its live downloads, because he was a part of the game, they would bring him every time they would put him back in the game. If you took him out, they would put him back in the game.
Okay, honestly, like if I'm comparing NFL to fucking wrestling, he's CM Punk.
Yes.
So what
100%.
I mean by like I would turn off because I'm a realist. He isn't in the league this year. He wasn't in the league that year, so I'd put him down to like 12 on Madden. So that nobody could pick him up. But if you do like in the games today, you do a live download, and if you don't overwrite, if you overwrite it, it just resets. It'll put him right back in the game.
I'd put him to 100, and then I would turn off the game and delete the game, and be happy with the rest of my life. I just feel like the guy is now like this is the petering off of whatever he was doing. This is like, oh, I need another fucking way to make money off my name before nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I won't ever play the game.
The game looked terrible. It looked like
We need to make our own
WWE
mobile
All
game.
Stars.
It's a football game. I'm telling you that.
We need to make our own mobile game. We can make that happen.
Mm-hmm. But first, we have to get famous for doing something.
Nah, it's gonna take some time.
The article I found, the title for it is Colin Kaepernick's new game is a Mario Kart inspired take on arcade football.
That's just
Except there's there's no carts, and it has nothing to do with Mario Kart.
Perfect. So let's download
It looked like WWE All Stars. I'm not playing it. I'd rather die.
JP looks very. Jesus Christ.
He made himself look like Short Stack on this fucking.
Yep. Does not look like All
yeah.
Stars? Does not look like All Stars? WWE All Stars?
It does. It looks like Fortnite.
It looks
and
like
All-Stars
every
have a chat logo.
fucking cheap color graded game. He's just basically, oh, this is the market, and I have a name. Let's make some money. That's exactly what this is.
Nailed it.
People are gonna be like, well, I support kneeling. Fucking idiots.
Cool. On that note, I think we're good, right? We got anything else?
I don't know.
Bitchin'.
No, I don't.
All right. Tomorrow we're doing Ant-Man.
I gotta watch a movie.
Sure, it's up to you there, because you're the one who canceled last night.
I know. I felt like garbage.
You piece of crap. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. So tomorrow we're back with the Marvel Roundtable with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I'm sure Wednesday we'll do something video game related. And then Friday, are we doing Friday and Saturday again for Great American Bash?
Good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a twofer, baby. You do Thursday, Fry.
Oh, shit.
Fine, we'll do fucking
Nah,
14
these next couple
matches in
weeks
one
are gonna
night.
be like really busy for me, so I'll see. But you guys will continue with.
Oh shit! On that note, thanks to JP, Heather, Basement, and all you cool cat and kitten for watching and listening. Again, thank you all who helped us get partnership recently. We got some cool stuff coming on the pipeline, so make sure you tune in for that. Check out all the previous live streams and all the fun jazz and download us on your favorite podcasting platform. Until then, we'll see you guys down the road. Peace out, bitches.